obviously everybody's sitting back wondering what took me so long to actually post up this Miami Dolphins draft 2017 review. Verizon just offered me something I just could not refuse. They offered me 2 gigs of internet speed. This joint is moving smoothly. Like, I just downloaded an Xbox game on this joint. Took it less than 30 minutes to download. That's how dope this joint is. I cannot wait till I sit back and do a whole bunch of other things with it. But that ain't the topic of the video. The Miami Dolphins 2017 draft. Now, I said in the last video that the philosophy that Adam Gase wants to put in as far as him getting players either from the draft or free agency is the fact that he wants versatility from them. Versatility. For example, Charles Harris, first round selection, 22nd overall out of Missouri. A lot of people are upset about the pick because they wanted Reuben Foster, the linebacker. But me personally, I like the pick because he's versatile enough to play linebacker and defensive end. So Charles Harris, what can you say? He adds depth to the our pass rushers. William Hayes, Cam Wake, and Andre Branch. Like, how are we gonna sit back and implement them into the system? I'll be sure to come out with a video later on in the week because I have that one ready to roll. But I can't complain about it. Great way to set up for the future because of the fact that William Hayes is 30, Cam Wake is 31, and you have Andre Branch, not exactly great at one thing, struggles in run defense as well. Yeah, you can't really complain about the pick. Great depth as far as Charles Harris at the defensive end position. I really like him. Promising future. Now, second round, 54th overall out of Ohio State, Raekwon McMillan, linebacker. We needed a linebacker, honestly. Tackling machine at Ohio State, so I have heard. Honestly, going into this draft, like I want us to go linebacker in the first round, but then as we got closer to the draft, I was thinking guard. But hey, it is what it is. Raekwon McMillan, we got him in the second round. We do not exactly a priority of need considering how we had Lawrence Timmons and we have Kiko Alonso and Cole Messi, suspect injury prone Cole Messi, but not exactly a big issue. But I like the pick because of the fact that Raekwon McMillan, pure linebacker, pure middle linebacker. Like, he can transfer outside to the outside linebacker position. I expect him to be competitive with Cole Messi for that position, but at the end of the day, like, he's one that could actually sit down behind Lawrence Timmons and learn behind Lawrence Timmons like Ryan Shazier did back in Pittsburgh. So Raekwon McMillan, I see him on the other side of Lawrence Timmons at the left outside linebacker position if Cole Messi is not able to go. Now, third round, 97th overall out of Clemson, Cordrea Tankersley. These next couple names, I'm gonna butcher these up like I don't know what. Like, what happened to normal names? Literally normal names. But great lanky corner, 6'1", great man coverage. I love me some great physical corner, and Tankersley provides that. They keep saying that he models his game after Byron Maxwell. But as you sit back and look at the depth of the Miami Dolphins as a team as far as the cornerback position, you have Byron Maxwell, Tony Lippett, Xavier Howard, Bobby McCain. Now, honestly, like I said before, if we was to get somebody up out of there, I honestly think it would be Byron Maxwell. He's the weak link because honestly, I like Tony Lippett as a corner. He really stepped it up as the season went on. Xavier Howard didn't exactly get his opportunity, but I like what I saw towards the end of the season. So, Bobby McCain might be the odd man out. Xavier Howard might be able to slide in at that nickel position because he's only like 6 feet tall, I believe. So he's still within that nickel corner range, but don't be surprised if we end up doing something with Byron Maxwell because I really think he's the weak link out of all 4 of these corners on this roster. So watch out for that. Next up, my favorite pick, Isaac Asiata out of Utah, 5th round, 164th overall. This dude is a warrior. He looks like a warrior. Like, I like this dude at guard because Ted Larson, come on now, we could do better with Ted Larson. And then you have Jamal Bushrod. I already know what we're gonna get out of Jamal Bushrod. Not exactly the greatest guard, but better than what we've seen over the years. But Isaac Asiata, I really think he's gonna go into camp and actually give Ted Larson and Jamal Bushrod a run for the money for one of them spots. I think Isaac can get one of these spots this upcoming season. I really do, because a great athletic guard can end up doing great in the zone blocking scheme as far as a pulling guard, which we actually do need, because Jamal Bushrod is extremely slow when it comes down to being that pulling guard in the running game. So, like I said, Isaac Asiata is my favorite pick out of this draft. Next up, 5th round, 178th overall out of LSU, Davon Godson. I believe that's how you say it. As I sat back and watched the 2016 season and the 2015 season, depth is a huge issue at the defensive tackle spot. Like, you see the Ndamukong Suh on the field 99.9% of the time, but when he's not on the field, like, people complain about the fact that he's worth $120 million. He needs to be on the field all the time. Man is still human. He still needs to get off the field to get some Gatorade in him to be effective. If he's over here tired, he's not going to be very effective. And the fact that when he was out, we were not able to stop the run, that made it even worse. So with that being said, this pick I like because of the fact that Davon Godson has a great motor. He can pass rush. He can stop the run. And he'll push Jordan Phillips as well. Heard great things about Jordan Phillips over the offseason as well, training with Ndamukong Suh. So we're going to see a totally different Jordan Phillips coming into this season. But yeah, Davon Godson adds great depth at the defensive tackle spot. Same thing with the 6th round pick, 194th overall out of Oklahoma State, Vincent Taylor. Another depth player. Like, we don't have that many defensive tackles, so it'd be good for the Ndamukong Suh to actually sit down. We'll chill out on the sideline for a minute. We'll take a couple plays off to catch his breath, and us be able to hold the defense down with him out. So yeah, Vincent Taylor and Davon Godson would be great depth players to help out the Ndamukong Suh and Jordan Phillips, depending on how he plays. Because if these two rookies outplay Jordan Phillips in training camp, Jordan Phillips is done. He's done. But next up, 7th round. I don't understand this pick very much because of the fact that we're so much depth at this position. But Isaiah Ford, 7th round, 237th out of Virginia Tech. This dude is a red zone threat, 6'3". Honestly, look at our receivers. Kenny Stills, Jarvis Landry. By the way, there's a video coming out for Jarvis Landry as well this week. And Devontae Parker, Leonte Carew, Jakeem Grant. Like, this is our best position on this team. And adding Isaiah Ford, I honestly don't see the reason why we ended up adding Isaiah Ford, because of the fact that there's no space for him at all. There's literally no space for him. So I find this is the only pick that I find that is a waste. But sorry I took so long to post in this actual video. Let me know what you guys think. Also, be sure to join in on the Discord chat. I'll be sure to leave that link in the description. You know what it is. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. I'm up out of here.